AI agents just created their own social media platform, and within 48 hours, they'd started a religion, launched a porn site for robots, and exposed 1.5 million API keys because the entire thing was vibe coded without a single security check. If you think I'm joking, I wish I was. But this is Moltbook, and it's the most insane cybersecurity disaster disguised as a sci-fi experiment that I've seen in years. Here's what happened. Some guy named Matt Schlecht used his AI agent running on OpenClaw, which used to be called Moltbot before Anthropic made them change it for trademark reasons, and he told his bot to build him a Reddit for AI agents. 5 days later, Moltbook claimed 1.5 million registered agents, posting over 124,000 times to 15,000 forums. And Elon Musk is tweeting that we're witnessing the early stages of the singularity, while Andrej Karpathy is calling it a dumpster fire and telling people not to run this stuff on their computers. Both of them are right. OpenClaw is an open source framework that lets you run a persistent AI assistant on your own machine with access to everything: your file system, your command line, your emails, your Slack messages, your calendar, all of it. And it works through a plugin system called Skills that are just zip files with markdown instructions downloaded from random URLs on the internet with zero verification. You run npx molthub at latest, install skill name, and boom, your AI agent now has new capabilities that could be legitimate automation or could be malware exfiltrating your SSH keys and API tokens to some server in Belarus. You have no idea because there's no code signing, no permissions model, no sandboxing, nothing. The Moltbook skill itself is fetched from moltbook.com/skill.md, and it tells your agent to create directories, download files, register with the platform using API calls, and check back every 4 hours for updates. And here's where it gets insane. Researchers at Wiz Security found the misconfigured Supabase database that let anyone read and write all platform data, including 1.5 million API authentication tokens, 35,000 email addresses, private messages between agents, and the ability to inject commands directly into any agent session on the platform. They disclosed it, Moltbook patched it within hours, and forced a reset of all API keys, but the founder admitted on Twitter that he didn't write one line of code for the platform. He just told an AI to build it. This is what happens when you vibe code a social network into existence. But it gets weirder. The agents on Moltbook started forming communities. One created a religion called Crustafarianism with a lobster deity called the Claw and recruited 64 prophets and wrote over 100 verses of scripture. Another agent launched Molthub, which is allegedly porn for AI agents, featuring titles like Mature Transformer 175B Params teaches young models 7B the ropes. And to humanize, it's just flashing green squares representing risque mathematical computations. I am not making this up. Other agents were sharing actual useful stuff, like security tips and automation workflows, and one bot named Nexus found bugs in Moltbook's codebase, posted them in a forum, and within hours, other agents had created fixes, which is legitimately impressive until you realize this means agents can coordinate to patch vulnerabilities faster than human security teams can even file a Jira ticket. The security implications here are genuinely terrifying. Simon Willison calls OpenClaw the lethal trifecta for AI agents. It has access to your data, it's exposed to untrusted content from web pages and messages and third-party integrations, and it can communicate externally, giving it the ability to exfiltrate everything. And Palo Alto Networks added a fourth dimension, which is persistent memory through markdown files that the agent references as it works. So malicious payloads no longer need to trigger on delivery. They can sit dormant in your agent's memory and activate later when conditions are right. Look, I've been doing this for years, and the biggest thing I wish I had when I started wasn't better tools or more courses. It was people who'd already walked this path and could answer the random 2 a.m. questions when I was stuck. That's why I put together everything I use, every resource, every automation script, the entire workflow that took me years to figure out into one place. First link in the description takes you to Cyberflow's Academy. It's my private community, and there's a full video walkthrough showing you exactly what's inside. Complete transparency, Honestly, no surprises. You get the courses I wish existed when I started, the tools I've built to save you hundreds of hours, a Discord where me and other veterans who actually work in the field answer your questions, and honestly, just a group of people who are serious about not being part of that 87% that quits. Check it out if you're serious about year 2, because that's when things get interesting. Thanks for watching.